Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Srimad Bhagavad-Gītā as it is, chapter 17, text 4, 17.4. The divisions of faith. Please repeat the sloka. Yajante sāttvikā devān.
Yajante sāttvikā devān.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś cānye.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś cānye.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
yajante sāttvikā devān.
yajante sāttvikā devān.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
yajante sāttvikā devān.
yajante sāttvikā devān.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
yakṣa-rakṣāṁsi rājasāḥ.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye.
pretān bhūta-gaṇāṁś anye.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
yajante tāmasā janāḥ.
Translation Prabhu Prabhupada ki jai. Anybody can read translation?
Men in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Those in the mode of passion worship the devils, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits.
Purport first para.
In this verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead describes different kinds of worshippers according to their external activities. According to scriptural injunction, only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is worshipable. But those who are not very conversant with or faithful to the scriptural injunctions worship different objects, according to their specific situations in the modes of material nature. Those who are situated in the goodness generally worship the demigods. The demigods include Rāma, Śiva, and others such as Indra, Candra, and the sun god. There are various demigods. Those in goodness worship a particular demigod for a particular purpose. Similarly, those who are in mode of passion worship the devils. We recall that during the Second World War, a man in Calcutta worshipped Indra because thanks to that war he had amassed a large amount of wealth by dealing in the black market. Similarly, those in the modes of passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think that anyone can be worshipped as good and that the same result will be obtained.
Somebody give me the second paragraph.
Now it is clearly described here that those who are in the mode of passion worship and create such gods, and those who are in the mode of ignorance, in darkness, worship dead spirits. Sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead men. Sexual service is also considered to be in the mode of darkness. Similarly, in remote villages in India, there are worshippers of ghosts. We have seen that in India, the lower class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost lives in the tree, they worship that tree and offer sacrifices. These different kinds of worship
ज्ञानञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति सुतारिणं। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रसादाय श्रीमते जयप्रतापस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमाचार्यपादाय नित्यानन्दप्रदायिने गौरवदातामदाय नगरग्रामदाने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रसादाय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणप्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशाने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरवंतवन्ना। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण। Anybody is new to class today? Very first time. Okay. So please welcome this family by chanting once Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rāma Rāma Hare Hare. So I request someone can come a little bit front so that anybody comes late, na, they can ask. Little bit. थोड़ा आगे है तो कोई लास्ट में है तो पीछे कैसे? Okay. So this chapter is named as the divisions of faith. If you read Bhagavad-Gītā or any Puranas, it is a question and answer session. Sometimes people will say, all these scriptures are written by some person, why I should read? What is the benefit I am going to get if someone writes? Otherwise they say all these things are for just to make the human being good. Are we not human beings? हम लोग जंतु है, हिंदू है. So Bhagavad-Gītā is the question and answer between Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna is asking question, Krishna is answering. Srimad Bhagavatam is the question and answer between Sukadeva Goswami and Parishit Maharaj. Garuda Purana is the question and answer between Mahavishnu and Garuda. Rāmayanam is the question and answer between Śiva and Parvati. So, Sukadeva Goswami and Parishit Maharaj, it comes three. Sukadeva Goswami, Parishit Maharaj, Shaunaka Rishi and Sudha Goswami, Maitreya and Vidura. You can see, if you read Bhagavatam, you can see three sets of conversation. So in general, all the scriptures are question and answer. It's not generally written like this. Okay, so here Arjuna is asking question with Krishna. Suppose somebody is having faith. If that faith is not based on the scriptures, whether it belongs to which mode? Goodness, passion or ignorance? What was the question? Suppose somebody is following. Wait, in Jaisabam we can talk. Jaisabam we can, in Madhubangala we can talk. So, where we start?
Question. Somebody has a faith.
Okay, what is the question? Somebody is having a faith, but that faith is not mentioned anywhere in the scriptures. Then that faith belongs to which mood? It's a goodness, passion or ignorance? Ignorance. How many are saying ignorance? How many are saying passion? How many are saying goodness? अच्छा है ना, हमको मन में जो आता है उसको करता है ना? Is it right or wrong? Okay, so this was the question answered by Krishna, and Krishna is answering here. If suppose somebody is in mode of goodness, they worship demigods. Answer is there. Men in the mode of goodness worship demigod. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. So Krishna is very clearly giving this. He is not giving answer. Those who are in the mode of goodness will worship me. What is telling? Those who are in the mode of goodness worship the demigods. Okay. Here next, whenever Krishna answers some question, we will get more complicated questions. Uddhava, in 11th cantum of Srimad Bhagavatam, Uddhava asked Krishna, why Krishna always you are speaking in such a way nobody can understand? Bhagavad-Gītā पढ़ने से पूरा confusion होता है, ना करना नहीं करना, है ना, युद्ध करना नहीं करना, युद्ध करना अच्छा बुरा है, ना? How many of you get confused when we read Bhagavad-Gītā? It's like sāttvikā guna, how sāttvikā guna में युद्ध कर सकता है? And Krishna, all the scriptures are like this. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati says, you should run very fast, but you should come the last. You should run very fast, but you should come the last. Many times scriptures scriptures are always giving so many unimaginable explanation. Airavada, what is the Airavada? Who is the Airavada? Elephant. What is the color of the Airavada? White. How many tusks it is having? 4. Have you ever seen black white elephant? No. Have you ever seen an elephant with 4 tusks? No. Can you ever seen elephant is flying in the air? All these things are complicated. You know, recently 2-3 years back, one conversation happened in Kerala. 2 Swamijis are talking. 2 spiritual persons are talking. How many of you are Malayali? Pakka Malayali? Okay. They all know these 2 personalities. Okay. One personality is telling how Ravana kidnapped Mother Sita. And he took Mother Sita on the Pushpaka Vimana. Then one spiritual person is telling, Vimana was discovered just 100 years back. Then how come he can kidnap him? This thing. Then that guy is telling, maybe he may came by boat, because Lanka and India is only 30-40 nautical miles. Na? He came by speed boat and he took it. Or that time there may be some road connection. He may came by Yamaha or this 2-wheeler or car. You know. It's in YouTube. I can't tell in the class because going live is all. Then I may be a problem. So if you come separately, I'll show that video. You know, these people are talking like this. And one guy is telling, Rāma is Kalpana Katha Patra. He's just like an imagination. Then one guy said, do you believe, sir, Mr. Ram, son of Dasaratha, son of Kausalya, who lived in Ayodhya, in Uttar Pradesh, do you believe? He said, no. But he is a spiritual person and guiding so many people. So many times, by reading scriptures, already we are in confused state. After reading scriptures, what will happen? The confusion become more or less? More. That's why young boys will ask, so many questions, Papa and Mama. What they will say? Shh. Choo. When my father told, I listen everything. You also listen. That's it. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. No, you should answer me. What Papa mother बोलेगा? Oh, yes. मेरा बेटा बुरा हो गया. So, anything we do in this material world, it should be based upon scriptures. Even the faith, we all say faith. It's a very small word, faith. Trust. Belief. It's not belief, it's a faith. But it has a deep meaning. Faith is the fuel, it's a petrol to reach Krishna. If we don't have faith, we can't reach Krishna. Where Krishna lives? Vaikuntha, Goloka, like this. If we want to from here to Goloka, how far we need to go? Which vehicle will go? Our faith has to take us back to Godhead. You can't say like, then हम सब लोग बोला, अरे प्रभु जी मुझे तो पूर्ण विश्वास है भगवान है. Is it okay? Is it sufficient? Some people say, प्रभु जी मेरे मन के अंदर भगवान है. अरे भागवतम भगवद-गीता बोलता है, even inside all the living entities, Bhagavan hai. Now what is the specialty? I can realize. If you are not realizing, you are not a human being. For human bodies, for this purpose only. So, Faith is the fuel to reach the God. What type of faith? What type of faith? Very good. Many times we worship Krishna in two ways. One is called culturally we worship Krishna. Another is spiritually worship Krishna. What is the difference between culturally worship Krishna and spiritually worship Krishna? What is the difference? It's a deep meaning. One is culturally, another is spiritually. What is the difference?
Culture is something that we see people doing,
Yeah.
like Janmashtami celebrating like
Yeah.
that. And spiritually something that we feel and do.
Okay. Little more explanation? Anybody?
Actually, something that is written in our Vedas, and culturally something that we blindly when we see others, it's followed as a tradition. Let's do. We are North Indians. We have to do Diwali
Yeah.
this way.
हम तो नॉर्थ इंडिया में राम जन्मभूमि में जन्म हुआ, इसलिए हमको राम को पूजा करना, गुरु और अपन को दर्शन करना. क्यों? हम केरला में है ना, तिरुपति बालाजी, वेंकटेश्वरू, why? Because we are Andhralu, Telanganalu, like that. Tamil Nadu you go, they say Ranganatha Swami, here Padmanabha Swami. Because we are born and brought up here, culturally we are worshipping Krishna, but there is no spirituality. Suppose we go, anybody, I'm not pinpointing X or Y. If you believe, before coming to ISKCON, if you keenly watch our puja room, it is something like a parking area. Am I right or wrong? Demigods and everybody's parking zone. सुब्रमण्य ऊपर है, उसके नीचे लॉर्ड शिवा है, इसके नीचे एक बाबा जी है, उसके आगे एक देवी है, बीच में बालाजी है, पद्मनाभ स्वामी है, नीचे तो क्या बोलेगा अगरबत्ती है. इट्स अ फुल पार्किंग एंड डंपिंग एरिया. है राइट और रॉन्ग? कितना घर में ऐसा है? हम कल्चरली वर्शिप करेगा, एक धूप आरती टोटली. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू take darshan of the Lord in South Indian temple or North Indian temple, दीप आरती, आरती कितना लोग, कितने बार वो आरती करेगा?
7 times.
Because you are from ISKCON, we are doing that. Next time you should watch, if you do more, you should, अरे प्रभु, अरे पोती, आप क्या किया वो गलत है. कितने बार किया? आपने 15 times किया. Okay, 7 times. How we will do 7 times? No, हम कैसे बनना? आरती कहाँ से बनना? पुजारी है, should be very careful, otherwise हाँ, चरण से चरण, फिर नाभि, फिर मुख, फिर टोटल, है ना? ठीक है. हम दामोदर का.
So we are always supposed to do it 7 times. I thought I used to do it only in Damodar month, so I thought maybe that's the.
Dhupa has some calculation, Deepa has some calculation, Arghya has some calculation, Vastra has some calculation, flower has some calculation, Chamaram, that white is yak is some calculation, and peacock planning, that is different. We can't do like this, okay, मुझे तो हाथ में बल है, I'll do 100 times, not like that, So, we don't know anything. How to worship the Lord? No, we don't know. We are doing on our own. क्या बोला? मेरा पापा ने बोला मैं करता हूँ, मैंने नाना ने बोला बगा. This is not good. That's why Krishna is telling, any faith, anything we do, especially spiritually, it has to be based on scriptures. Okay. How many of you celebrated Ganapati Vinayak Chaturthi? We all celebrated. What we do Vinayak Chaturthi? We make a plaster of Paris Vinayak, paint करवा दूँगा, फिर वर्शिप करूँगा. कहाँ रखेंगे? पंडाल में नहीं, रोड के सामने पूरा पूरा लाइट डालकर सिनेमा सॉन्ग गणपति देखे. अरे I was with Vyasdev, and Vyasdev was writing Mahabharata and Vedas and this thing. I was the writer, I was enjoying that thing. Now you all people bring me to the corner of the road and we are making me song, After that, what we are doing? What is that song? Ganapati Bappa, Korea, and Okay, something, and we break this Ganapati and dump in the beach. Am I right or wrong? Right? Is it correct worship or wrong worship? What is the difference between Mughals and us? Mughals also destroyed our deities. We are also destroying our deity. What is the difference? Our worship is proper. Ganapati is one of the prime demigod. He is a disciple of Narasimha Murthy. He is ready to serve us, to remove our obstacles in the path of devotion. But what we are doing, we are giving so much of obstacles to him. He wrote Mahabharata, he wrote all the Puranas and the Vedas. Personally, he is telling, he was writing. How much big service he did for us. What we are doing. Anything here, article Pongala. In a street, three group will take form. One group will put one song, another group will put one song, middle people will put one song. We have only 2 here. It will go mix, If you are all Malayalis, then what happened? My realization article Pongala. When I was working, this side one team, this side another team. This guy set the mic system in the morning itself, so he first put the Devi song, then he started cinema song. This guy he came little late, connection there ho gaya, then so here he very first started the Devi song, here already cinema song is going. Our shop is middle, here one speaker, middle. So here one song is coming. How many of Malayali can know this song? This song. Here the cinema song is going in. Mambalam, mambalam, malgoa, mambalam, atika, nammeni, kathikollane. How many of you understand? Malayalis they can understand. One or two. Close the door, yeah. This side one song is coming, this side another song is coming. It is mixing and going inside the heart and confusing, damaging. Right? Then you put the shutter, shutter is having sound. Now ours is pipe shop. If you touch the pipe now, that time I didn't got the heart attack. Maybe that is the last song. So we are worshipping everything in a wrong way. And we claim that I am a devotee. Prabhuji, मैंने पूजा पाठ किया. भगवान ने फिर क्यों ऐसा बनाया? It's very. So where is the importance? The scriptures are playing a very important role. Is it will develop our faith on Krishna. If we are not reading scriptures and we are doing only worship, what will happen? There is no faith. One day we feel bored. One day we will stop losing all these things. I don't want to worship. Arey, dekho ya wo acha hai, wo bhi acha hai. Hum to dekho. So we have to worship Krishna spiritually. What is that spiritually means? Read scriptures and accordingly we have to worship. Like Arati. Damodara din bolta hai na, it's 4 बार, 2 बार, 3 बार, 7 बार. Right? What will happen if we are not following all these things? Then you have to ask the ISRO scientist. What will happen, Prabhuji? One dust particle went inside the satellite. What will happen? Everything is gone. Or you will get wrong information or those things. So, the Western technology and Indian philosophy is best, but you need to follow correctly. German technology, this technology, everything is very accurate. But you have to. See, recently, how many of you know? I don't know. Karnataka, when landslide happened, Kerala, one lorry fell inside the water. The whole confusion. Whether this driver is inside the mud or outside the mud, inside. Either Narasimha, Udar Narasimha, what is it? Pardo Narasimha, like that. His name is Arjuna. Arjuna, yahan, udar hai, pani ke andar hai, Then ISRO people send the satellite pictures also, I used to say Indian philosophy and foreign technology is best, but right time it won't help, right or wrong. Foreign mobile, China mobile, everything is good. When emergency you want to call somebody, that time, sorry, there is no internet facility. The person who is calling is out of coverage area. अरे पूरा जगह में टावर डाला है ना, फिर क्या 4G है 5G है ना, फिर भी क्या बोलेगा, होता नहीं. Similarly, they are sending photos, these things, and nothing is working out. So many times our faith By doing some activities, faith will get decreased. By doing some activities, faith will get decreased. That's why Prabhupada is writing the first line. In this verse, the Supreme Personality of Godhead describes different kinds of worshippers according to the external activities. But the faith is going to change in the internal activity. It's not external, internal. Say from Mahabharata, I say a small story. Arjuna's son was Abhimanyu. Right? How many of you know Abhimanyu? How many of you feel bad for Abhimanyu? You know, if you read Mahabharata, Abhimanyu entered the Chakravyuha. And he was fighting so ferociously. Karna came, he defeated. Dushasana came, he defeated. Duryodhana came, he defeated. Everybody came defeated. Everybody, not only defeated, they get seriously injured. Shakuni, this thing, then Ashwatthama, everybody, Dronacharya. Dronacharya is watching like this, you know. Wow. Wow. Karna is fighting with Abhimanyu. Drona was telling, wow, how the fighting style of Abhimanyu looks like Krishna personally fighting. Abhimanyu got trained from whom? Who trained Abhimanyu? Krishna personally trained. Okay. So his fighting thing was, there is no mistake in it. Dronacharya is telling, Arey, I didn't get such type of disciple. You know, Duryodhana was from the long years watching. Arey, Dronacharya, you are eating food from my side and you are supporting that side. And he's telling, see how swiftly is, you know, talwar ko aisa banata hai. Dekho. Duryodhana was telling, this is the right time to enjoy all this thing. Go and do something, go and kill. Then Dronacharya telling, you can't kill him, he's a perfect. You can't kill him. Then how Abhimanyu was killed? Huh? Okay. 7 Maharathis all together joined and killed Abhimanyu. Karna, Duryodhana, Shakuni, Dushasana, you know, Kripacharya, Dronacharya, and someone, forget, 7 person, Ashwatthama. And Karna only killed from the backside. He put, you know, backside only. Till that time they could not defeat. Even 7 Maharajas could not defeat.
And he was without weapon.
Yeah, he begged a weapon with Karna. He asked him, Karna, give me one talwar mujhe dijiye. You are supposed to give them. Duryodhana, अरे इतना क्या time के बाद उनके हाथ से weapon को हम निरायुध बाणी बनाया. अभी you are going to kill the talwar, that sword. He will kill all of us. Don't give. That is a different story. Abhimanyu died in the warfare. Krishna saved Draupadi. Krishna saved Kunti Maharani. Krishna saved Pandavas. Krishna saved Bhima. He saved everyone, but he didn't save his own sister's son. Who is that? Abhimanyu. He died. Abhimanyu wife is? Who is Abhimanyu wife? Uttara. During the war, that time she was pregnant. Who is inside that? Parishit Maharaj. He is a pure devotee. Okay. This Ashwatthama killed Draupadi's 5 sons. He killed. So they killed almost all the Pandavas. There is only one person remaining. Who is that? Parishit Maharaj. Next generation Parishit Maharaj. He wanted to kill that also. Ashwatthama wanted to kill that. So he sent a Brahmastra to kill whom? Parishit. That Brahmastra is going to come and kill only whom? Parishit Maharaj, not anyone. So in Bhagavad-Gītā, 1st canto, 8th chapter it is mentioned, Uttara was running towards Krishna. Krishna, I am in danger. What is the danger? Some miser is coming to kill my son. Please save my son. She prays, she is praying. What is her prayer? Please save my son. She is not telling, please save me. That is the quality of the devotee. She is telling, now I am asking on doubt, why Uttara did not got some avishwas? Krishna didn't save her husband. How he is going to save his son. Krishna Abhimanyu ko nahi bachaya. Will Krishna going to save Parikshit? Suppose it happened in our life, what will think? Hamara life, huh?
Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, he will only save himself.
No, what my question is, Uttara was not thinking in such a way, Krishna didn't save my husband. Will he save my son?
God has been already declared in position because of Krishna.
But he saved Pandavas, na? Why he didn't save Abhimanyu?
That is already there.
Huh?
He had faith in his decision, God's decision.
Okay, suppose in our life it happens, in our life. Krishna killed our husband or wife, his next attack is going to happen to my son. What we will think? Shall I go to take shelter of Lord Śiva or someone? The thought will come or not. How many of you ask this question? When we practice the devotion, something happens wrong. Very first question we'll ask is, why this happened to me? Everyone will ask this question, why this happened to me? I am chanting Hare Krishna, I am reading Bhagavad, I am serving Krishna, why this happened to me? Any reverse situation happens in life, first thing get damaged is our faith in Krishna. Am I right or? We speak, we give lecture, but when it comes to our personal life, the very first question is, what? Why Krishna this? So that's why I'm telling, it's easy to preach, it's easy to give class, it's easy to do but when it comes to our life, real challenge. That's why the Pandavas are great. Huh? Yeah, because they have complete faith on Krishna. Whatever Krishna does, this is good, ultimately good for us. Draupadi. Draupadi was disrobed. Draupadi, 5 sons was killed. Their house was put into fire. Bhima was poisoned. It did so many problems. If you read Kunti Prayasana, she is telling 6 sets of problems they faced. Maharathis came and killed, tried to kill. Kunti Devi is telling, you saved, Krishna is saved. But Krishna didn't save Uttara's own sister, daughter, what is it? Sister's son, Abhimanyu. Uttara was, directly approaching Krishna and Krishna saved. So this is very, very important lesson. Faith we need. How much faith we need? How much faith we need? Like we are discussing Sukut Gopal. Suppose we have a faith, a small pond, that much of faith we have. You put an elephant inside, water overflow or not? Pani bahar aaya nahi aayega, pura bahar aayega na. If you put the elephant in the ocean, will the pani bahar aayega? Nahi. So our faith should be like an ocean, it should not like a pond. Our faith kitna hona chahiye? It's like an ocean. But our faith is something like a pond. Anytime it can dry up. One disaster comes in our life, I know so many devotees, even the initiated devotees asked this question. Even I asked it to my temple president, why Prabhu this is happening to me only? Because when we practice Krishna consciousness, when the problems comes, it first shake our faith in Krishna. So there we need devotees association. That is the right time period. Then only our faith is in pure sattvic states. Otherwise, what will happen now? We will go to worship demigods, we will go to worship devāns, we will go to worship, bhūta, preta, piśāc, something like that we will go. I know so many people, when problem comes, we run to the astrologer. Already astrology is a problem. How many? Astrology is a problem. How many of you know Varaga Mitra, famous astrologer? Varaga. You know astrology? Why his name is called Varaga Mitra? Varaga.
Actually, it is based on the saint who is already written that.
he was actually name is Mitra, something like that. He predicted, once when the king called him, please come to my kingdom and see the horoscope. He saw and told, my dear king, your son will die on so and so particular day. Then king is telling, no, I will protect my son with my full force of blah 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 blah. Then the astrologer, you can't protect your son. Then the king challenged, if my son dead on the particular day or particular spot, I will give my half of the kingdom to you. Otherwise I will kill you. He told, your decision, I have absolutely no problem. He went. So the particular day, he put his son inside a room. Nobody can go inside. No? Thoroughly sealed. No living entity, nothing can go inside. Inside also, they put a sign, soldiers, outside are soldiers. Yeah, he was walking and suddenly touched in the something, stool or chair. It hit in that some particular place. One brass Varaha fell on his head and he died. The news went to the king. Your son died. What happened? Varaha attacked. Then he called the astrologer and told, I give me half of my kingdom. Then he told, I didn't told this thing to get the half of your kingdom. I just told what is going to happen. You should have protected yourself through some other way. How? By devotion or this thing. Then he asked, you predicted this much now, why can't you predict brass Varaha will fall on my son's head? So then he told a very funny thing. We can predict the death, whether it's a brass or wood or real Varaha, Krishna has to decide. Astrologer, they can give you, yeah, rain is going to come. Carry umbrella or carry raincoat. But they are also in the same material world, they are also in the same, material pool. What they can do for us? They can give you on this thing. Suppose you are asking my bike, Prabhuji, brake come here, be careful. This much only I can say. So, instead of that, Parishit Maharaj took shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, he was saved. If you read 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, very funny thing. Taksha was supposed to bite the Parishit Maharaj. When Taksha came and bite the Parishit Maharaj, before the Parishit Maharaj left his body return. How many of you know one big accident happened in 2006 in Mayapur? From Mayapur, one Maharaj was going to Calcutta airport. Which Maharaj? Satsuru Maharaj or Tata Sumo car accident, Mayapur, 2006. Satsuru Maharaj still there, no? Okay, one Maharaj, he was attending Mangalarti and he was late. He was supposed to reach the airport because a flight is something like 8 o'clock, something like that. He was supposed to reach by 6:30. Mayapur, how many of you been to Mayapur? It's a single road, you have to come there. So, everybody told before Mangalarti we can go. Then you don't know after Mangalarti. So, I attended the Mangalarti. I was driving the Tata Sumo vehicle. Driver was driving. He was sitting the left side. Back side one more Prabhuji and one more Madaji. 4 people are traveling. And the Maharaj is insisting to drive fast. The vehicle was going fast. The driver slept. One side he was supposed to take a deviation right side. Instead of that, he went and hit in the tree. It's something like 80 km speed. And the Tata Sumo hit the tree like this, and the vehicle comes and hit like this, and come like this, and come back side. Maharaj left the body immediately. And that Madaji also died. That Prabhuji was seriously injured. Driver also. 3% died. One was severely injured. Tamal Krishna Maharaj. Thank you. Tamal Krishna Maharaj. That time our devotees from Trivandrum, they are on the way to Mayapur. They are seeing everywhere traffic jam. And they came to know that one Maharaj died. They don't know the name, but Tamal Krishna Maharaj. The postmortem report came. They told before the accident, Maharaj left the body. Before the accident, before the vehicle is going to hit, he left the body. How many of us can do like this? Parishit Maharaj did the same thing. Before the Taksha was supposed to come and bite, Parisimarula, please go. Only the devotees can do because they have 100% faith on Krishna. They know if we take shelter of Bhagavatam, it's very beautifully explained in the Bhishma Stuti. Bhishma is explaining how much problem Pandavas faced, how they overcome. How they overcome. They are telling three things. Because you people took shelter of three things. One is Bhagavan, another one is Bhakti, another one is Dharma is Bhakti, Vipra is Bhagavan, Bhakti and Bhakta, Vipra, Dharma, Achyuta. Vipra means devotees, bhaktas. Dharma means Bhagavatam, and Achyuta means Bhagavan. You took three shelters. What is the three shelter? Vipra, Dharma, Achyuta. Anybody is having problem in their life, they should take. If they have 100% faith, they can only take shelter of the three things: Vipra, Dharma, Achyuta. If not, what will happen? It's a final story, just 5 minutes. Maybe you heard this story many times. Just one guy was going to Badrinath. How many of you been to Badrinath, Kedarnath? No? How was the route? Now the Badrinath is something like a highway. Previously it was single road. Lot of dangers. This guy was walking. He don't want to take the bus. He was walking. Suddenly he slipped from one place. He was coming down. Coming. After 5 minutes, he just caught the one branch, tree branch. Ped ka chak. It was something like 7:30, 8 o'clock night. Then he was a devotee, good devotee. Then he is praying to the Lord. My dear Lord, I worship you. आपको बचा, means पूजा किया, मैं तो साधु को सेवा किया, blah 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 blah. He told like ऐसे ना. Why you put me in this danger? Please save me. भगवान ने देखा, अरे ये तो बहुत अच्छा devotee है, good, chart is good, Okay, Krishna बोला, okay, Bhakta, I am ready to save you. You do only one thing, just leave your hand, I will save you. क्या बोला? हाथ को छोड़ दो, मैं आपको बचाता हूँ. Then he बोला, क्या? Once again, please. You just leave the hand. You don't hold this thing. I will save you. He told, अरे भगवान, कितने देर के बाद मुझे पकड़ा है ना? Then now I won't leave it. So please do something else. Then Krishna told very clearly, like sometimes Papa ने बोलेगा, if you want to do this, I don't know. He told, आपको तुझे चाहिए तो छोड़ दो, नहीं तो if you छोड़ दो ना मैं बचाता हूँ. Then he told, I will survey on my own. Please. I don't want you. What was the time? Night 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, she was holding like this, holding like this, holding like this, holding like this, holding like this. How many of you fasted for Nirjala Ekadashi? Pakka full fasting. Nirjala or Jaljal? Nirjal. Night after 2 o'clock. What was the effect? Every time we see the watch, it is 2.01. After 10 minutes, we see it is 2.02. अरे 10 मिनट के बाद कि कैसे है? Morning 5 Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi, one good thing is breaking time 6.03, 6.04, something like that. We wait for 6 o'clock, something like third up here you are watching. What is it? 6.01, 6. We'll keep the pani, lemon juice, kela. 6.03, success, But from this 5:55 to 6.03 takes 2-3 hours. Am I right or wrong? That time a siren, One devotee told, one devotee was watching, 5 minutes is there. So you are supposed to break the. Then one junior, Prabhuji, don't drink water. Kyo? 5 minutes faster. Sometimes it happens, This guy also is saying, what is that Suryodaya? I was checking, it was a morning. Uttarakhand mein 5 baje hota hai, 5 o'clock. 4:45, 4:45, 4:46. Slowly the sun sunrise. वो नीचे देखा, वो road and इसके leg and the distance between him and the road is only 1 feet. कितना distance था? 1 feet. फिर छोड़ दिया तो भगवान ने क्या किया था? Sometimes because of our ignorance, because of our false ego, we can't hear the voice of Krishna. For that we need faith चाहिए. So please, we develop the faith. How can we develop it? We can't develop the faith after. So Prabhupada is telling here the conclusion. Last is telling the different qualities of universe of nature can be purified through the association with the person who are of transcendental nature. If we take the association of pure devotees, then only we can develop our faith. Otherwise, it won't develop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Any doubts or comments? Yeah.
People, those who are in mode of witness, they are worshipping demigods. What will happen to them? Will they attain liberation?
Yeah, they are on the way. Prabhuji, it's like a progressing towards the perfection. They didn't reach the perfection. They are not going down. They are on the way to perfection.
So Krishna will accept them.
Krishna will accept them because all the devotees are all the demigods are devotees of Krishna. Okay, you take Indra, Candra, any problem comes, what they are doing? Krishna, they will go to Krishna. Krishna, this problem, but this guy, he cheated me, or you come and do something. Then again, Krishna will rectify the situation and go. But the problem is, the demigods are also having enjoying mentality. Indra ka story aapko मालूम है क्या किया? They are also in the service of Krishna, but they have some sense enjoyment. These things. But if you take worship of Indra, Candra, Varna, Vayu, Krishna is not going to have angry with you. He is going to be happy. Suppose you have a son. You are Ambani. Okay, your son wants to work at the HCL company for 10,000 rupees salary. What you will say? 10,000 rupees salary? I am giving 50,000 to my driver. You are going and working for you. He is saying, no, Baba, I am not going. Then suppose you have one more branch, like a Geo. Suppose that Geo CEO is your staff only. Then he is telling your son, no, I am going to stay with that Krishnan Nambudri, who is a Geo manager. So what do you think? At least he is with one of the minister, right? Or one of the CEO. So he will take care. Similarly, demigods are also different energy. They are handling the different energies of Krishna. Krishna will be happy, but not fully happy. At least okay. But once we do the things perfectly, these demigods will help us to reach Krishna. Suppose your son, when the right time comes, what does he do? Why you are working with me? Go to your father, he is a multimillionaire. I am giving you salary, you can rule the whole kingdom. No? Like that, slowly they will progress. It takes more janmas. In Kali Yuga, it's very difficult. That's why Krishna is directly advising Bhagavad-Gītā, come directly worship me, so that you can come in a fast track.
Somebody was challenging me, saying there is Sadguru, he follows Śiva, and he is at a very higher level. Will he be liberated or not?
Which it depends upon the particular soul. Liberation, all these things are decided by Krishna. If we want liberation, we have to worship first Krishna. Okay? Because he is Muktidara. Mukunta is going to give the liberation. Nobody else can give liberation. That's why the Bhasmasura, these stories and all is explaining. They can't save their even own followers. Liberation means you need to worship Krishna without any reservation. Suppose he is worshipping Lord Shiva without any material motive, then he will come to Krishna Bhakti. If his motive is correct, he will come to. Some people there is in Tamil Nadu, there are so many different group of Saivites, they worship Shiva, and it's mentioned all in Bhagavatam, they will go to Shiva world. When Shiva, the Pralaya comes, that time there will be liberation. Liberation is a different process. So generally we don't want to discuss about all these things about the who are already in different platform. We don't. Liberation is, I need to practice, I need to go back. That's all. We should not argue with them. We should not say he is wrong. Krishna has to decide those things. Our Acharya has to say.
Shankaracharya is the incarnation of Lord Śiva, and Shankaracharya is telling to Bhajan Govindam for the liberation.
Yeah, Sankaracharya philosophy. Sankaracharya is the incarnation of Lord Shiva only. He personally denied the personal form of Krishna, but the end of the his last work was Bhaja-Govindam. He wrote 272 scriptures. How many scriptures? 272 scriptures, but he didn't touch Bhagavad. Why? Bhagavad was a direct meaning. He told, I do not touch this. But at last he told Bhaja-Govindam, Bhaja-Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. Samprapte Sannidhike Gale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati to Krishna. So, worshipping Krishna is going to give us liberation. It was the conclusion of all acharyas.
Shankaracharya, when he came, it was Shunyavad. So what his motive was to take him to from Shunyavad. He wanted to get out, people from Shunyavad, and he wanted to put into Ekarma Bhakti. So then that is the reason he was not going towards Krishna. Preach Bhakti.
No, he was towards Krishna only.
Yeah.
When his mother was supposed to leave his body, he personally told, worship Krishna.
Okay, Krishna.
Yeah. He was telling, what is it, his work was famous work. Some Bhashya, what is it? Shankara Bhashya. He was explaining all those things. Mother told, I could not even recall anything. Please do something. Then he, okay, you think about Krishna.
And that whole village is now cremating all their bodies inside their house only. Shankaracharya,
That is different story. That is okay. Any other doubts or comments?
Prabhuji, can you this shlok that we read today? Okay. So ultimately this shlok says that we should worship Krishna, and when we worship Krishna, then we are not in mode of goodness or in mode of passion or in mode of ignorance, but ultimately there are these
You are transcending to pure sattvic state.
pure sattvic.
Because in Bhagavad-Gītā it is mentioned, Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna, there is always a competition. Okay. Even Sattva-guna is, I will tell you, there is 4 types of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Brahmanas maximum guna is like for example 75 and 25. Imagine in a such a way. 75% is his guna is Sattva guna. 25% is Rajo guna. Sometimes you can see some Brahmana get angry. Okay. Then Kshatriyas 75% Rajo guna, 25% Sattva guna. That's why they do dhan, tapasya, charity and all. Okay. Next is, third is Vaishya. Vaishya 75% Tamoguna, Rajoguna, 75% Sattoguna, Rajoguna, Tamo. Brahmana is 75 and 25, is 75%, yeah. He is 75% in this guna, what is it? Tamoguna, and Shudra is 100% is like, So now you take anybody, suppose a Shudra is trying to worship something, he is worshipping that particular demigods or particular thing from a ghost spirit, because they naturally get attracted to those things. Because he is in a Tamoguna. Maximum this Tamoguna. Huh? Tantric, black magic, these things and all they do, they ghost and they worship the person who died, they will also keep that photo in the puja room and they worship. What will happen if they worship like that? That person can't go back to Godhead even if he get liberated, because somebody is worshipping here. Vaishya always in a money minded, so the maximum goodness and this thing in between Brahmana and Kshatriya. That's why they constructed temples, these things and all they did. All the other people they go for different things. So in general, we need to worship Krishna. then only we can overcome these 3 gunas. Because the 3 gunas, it looks like sattva looks like good, but it's not good. Because for example, suppose you are a Brahmana, you are sattvik, you are doing puja part, you are not cheating anybody, but still you have to undergo all these pains in this material world, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Suppose you got some stomach pain, you have to go to the hospital. That pain you have to undergo. But the pure sattvic state, what will happen? I told 2 examples. Parishad Maharaj lived this world before the action. Like that, we can overcome all these things. Simple. Okay. The person who worship Krishna or his incarnation, they are eligible to go back to Godhead. They are the only person who is in pure sattvic state.
They look a little different.
Krishna?
So these people will look a little different from this.
Not looks different, but their attitude towards the problem is common. You can't change the problem. Suppose we are going outside, raining, them not devotees won't get you will also get cold but it won't affect us. When we read Srimad Bhagavatam or these things, you won't get affected by things. Yeah, he is like this only, what can we do? So this is very important.
Prabhu, nowadays we can see so many different kind of gurus. Prabhu has mentioned Sadguru and so many, I'm not mentioning the names, but they are also having so many followers. So how a Jivatma coming and connecting to the real Parampara, or how it is happening?
Prabhuji is telling there are so many gurus are there, how can we? As per the scriptures, there are 4 branches, there are 4 university. What are the 4? Brahma Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, Kubara Sampradaya and Sri Sampradaya. Either we need to connect to this 4 parampara or the branches of this 4. Then you are safe. You are on the way to go. Say for example, there are so many universities, there are so many tuition centers. They are also teaching the same subject. They are also teaching the same. Who is authorized? University is authorized or tuition centers? They are also teaching the same syllabus. Sometimes everything looks like same, but Krishna gave recognition to this 4 sampradaya or the branches. Otherwise, simple logic. When we are speaking about guru, I need a guru. Okay, what about his guru? Does he have a guru or not? What about his guru? We are worshipping, I am worshipping my spiritual master, he is following Jayapatana. Who is his spiritual master? Prabhupada. Who is Prabhupada's spiritual master? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. Who is his spiritual master? You can go like this. Some people say, I don't need a spiritual master. Then I also don't need a spiritual master. Madhvacharya asked the same question when he was 5 years old. He is spreading Maya philosophy. Everything is God. Then he told, then why I need to fall in you fell in my feet. And he told, he is Acharya. Yeah, everything is same. I am 5 years old, you are a Acharya. What is the difference? You fell in my feet. And he was playing the ball, he was talking like this. You get really irritated. So, this 4 parampara is authorized parampara. All the others, they are doing preaching, whatever may be, you can't say that is Krishna's duty to. If we are connected to this 4 parampara, you are safe.
How is Jivatma connecting? Like how? Because
Purely Guru, what is that sloka? Brahma Guru, Krishna, Prasade. First Guru or his representative. Devotees, he has to meet the devotees. Without devotees association, either he has to, for example, take ISKCON. They will say, how you came to ISKCON? I read Prabhupada books. Who gave Prabhupada books? Devotee. Who wrote that book? Prabhupada, because of devotee association. Okay, I like your samosa very much. Devotee association. Prasadam. Who made prasadam? Devotees. So without devotee association, nobody can come to Krishna. That was the ultimate conclusion of Narada life history. Narada, he was connected to the Bhakti Vedantis. Within 4 months, he was elevated as a pure soul. Without the devotee association, nobody can become a devotee. Even if they become devotee, they can't, but only devotee association. First is clearly mentioned. What is the Prasad? Guru, Krishna Prasadam. Then only Krishna is going to come. That's why the devotees are going here and there doing Harinam Sankirtan, giving books, please come, please chant. They'll say, I am chanting this mantra. No issue, I have. Okay, but still our devotees are going, please chant Hare Krishna, please chant Hare Krishna. Why? Why we are not telling you chant any mantra? So we are doing our duty. When the Jiva comes right contact with the Krishna, then they will come back. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, so one small announcement. Coming August is our Janmashtami, Balram Jayanti and Janmashtami celebrations going to happen. I thought you got the notices, soft copies already in our group. 19th is Balram Jayanti and Kataya. Prabhu. 24, 25, 26 we are celebrating Janmashtami. 26 is the main event, Janmashtami, Vaishnava Janmashtami. 25th is Sunday. So if you call all your friends, neighbors, they'll come on Sunday. I think 26 is also holiday, I think. But Sunday more people come. 25th evening we are doing Ashtalakshmi Kalasham, Abhishekam, 1008. Last time we did a Padam. This time we are going to do Ashtalakshmi Kalasham, 1008. Those who are booking for this Ashtalakshmi Kalasham, they can come and personally they can take the Kalasham and give it to the Pujari and he will do the things. That facility we are doing. So that you can bring more people, please come, you can do Abhishekam, they can come, If they are not devotees, you can tell them on that particular day they can be a vegetarian, so that they come, these things you can do. Every year, through rājasāḥ Prabhu, all of you are giving nice donation to run this program, festival very nicely. This year also we are expecting more support from you. Don't feel bad that every month these people are celebrating festival, every month they are asking money. What to do? Krishna did lot of leela. So we are supposed to celebrate all the leelas. To celebrate this thing, we need a Lakshmi Devi Kripa. So, and don't think bad. We are giving to Krishna. Krishna will give it back to you only. If you feel sometimes you are a financial problem, then it's not compulsory that every time you need to give this much of money. Whenever you get money, you can do to Krishna. But this festival, if it want to become grand, you have to support our organization. It's our humble request. Rest of things, Brother Sai Prabhu will disturb you. Thank you very much.